Hey, I'm Captain Justin Leet with PanamaCityInshore. Welcome to Bay County Outdoors.
So as Justin is eating his biscuit right now, we're on the road. We're going to a spot that we're not allowed to talk about. We're fishing for a fish that we're not allowed to talk about. Right? We can't talk about it.
That's right.
It's against the rules. But hopefully today we're going to have a beautiful day. We don't get to fish with Justin much because he's so busy. PanamaCityInshore.com. And again, what are we doing today, Justin? What are we going for? Give everyone the scoop.
We're gonna go set up on the beach and do a little tarpon fishing.
Here he comes, right? He's on me. Oh, he turned off. Dang, I don't know what happened. I think he just saw us or something. He swam right up to it.
Where is he?
Go right where I'm at. There's a couple. Oh no, here, hold on. I'm about to get him. God, look at him right here. See him right under it? He just turned off. Can you see right here? There's like 4 or 5 fish right here. Dang, they all sank down. Same thing, it came right up to it and then, oh, right here to the left. About to hit us right here, 2 fish.
2 fish. I don't see him. I just can't.
Oh, look right here, Jamie. Cheryl, do you see this fish right here? He's about to go into the boat. Golly.
Yeah, I saw him there.
What I would do, I'd get back out here, what we call the middle bar, right outside the pass, that big shallow bar.
Yeah.
You'd be able to see these fish really good right now back there. I would have already moved back there and we'd be seeing a lot more fish. The problem is you're sitting in about 6 foot of water. When these tarpon get up there in that shallow water in that bar, it looks great. You can see them like crazy. They're scared. They don't like being up there in that real shallow water, and they don't bite near as good.
There was 5 fish. I was just watching.
Swam right up to it.
5 of them all around.
And see, that's where I go, all right, I got this chafed up little short piece of leader on here. I need to get that off of there. I think they're seeing that.
And this is something you can do from one end of the county to the other.
Now, most people don't realize that we have a tarpon fishery. I don't think when you read stuff about the Panhandle, when you're talking to people in tackle shops, tarpon never comes up.
Yeah, well, it's something that you know, a lot of people like to target fish that they can keep and eat, and this is, you know, it's different. It's something we do just for fun. You know, we try to take care of the ones we catch and you know, release them healthy.
You've been doing a lot of snapper fishing this season. It's been a long season for you. How many tarpon trips will you take a year?
Generally, I will start like the 1st of July tarpon fishing. In July and the first part of August, that's pretty much all I'll do.
And you have a lot
lot
who come here specifically
to tarpon fish. Yeah.
Now, is most of it fly fishermen or?
Probably half and half.
Half and half.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we're gonna let Justin finish his biscuit, and we'll check you guys out at that spot that we're not allowed to talk about.
Yeah, here's one of them right back here behind us now. Oh, there we go. Oh! I had him on. He came off. Golly, you ought to see how chafed up that thing is just from that. They're rolling right there. Big wad coming at us right here.
You can see him?
Yeah. They feed mainly on the surface. They'd rather come eat something right up high. That's why we fish these without any weight on them. Or these, once they see you, it's pretty much over with.
Done.
Because they'll be swimming, they'll see you and they'll start to turn and go into something. As soon as they break stride to avoid you, they're pretty much over. I mean, sometimes you can get a Hail Mary shot on them, but that's a low percentage shot. Oh, he's right here on me, Watch it. There, we got him. Yeah. Woo-hoo! Hold on, he's coming back. He's fine, that's just blood coming out of his gills. Oh shoot, onto the anchor.
That's going to help you?
There we go.
Straight up.
He's right out here in front of us.
Nice work, man.
It's so funny because he sunk down, and I was like, just pitch it out the side.
You came right. Oh, there goes.
And I saw him easing up under it. He was getting ready to unload on it.
Now, Justin, you know, some of the people in South Florida, when they fight a tarpon, they're always pulling the line low
That's
and across the back.
Yep. I like to say the first 5 minutes is just trying to keep him connected. You know, when he jumps, you want to really give him some line. Let him do those 4 or 5 big jumps like that. Then you really do want to pull him across his back. He's rolling out there now.
And one of the reasons why you pull it across his back is you try to keep the fish down. You don't want the fish to keep
And I said, when
up.
he comes up and rolls and gets that gulp of air,
then your fight's gonna be a
that's
lot
right.
longer.
And don't be scared to really pull on them. You know, we're gonna release these fish anyways. If it comes off, it comes off.
Oh, good job, man. That was exciting.
To me, really, that first 5 minutes is what it's all about. So once you get that, it's better for the fish to really pull on them, try to whip them.
Get them in, get them out.
That's it. You know, another thing, I've had fish, you know, jump close and just spray blood everywhere. People think like, oh no, he must be gut hooked, or it's completely normal. What happens, there we go. Oh, good jump. See, also when I hear that fish taking off, I'm getting ready to bow to him.
Yep.
Because he's probably gonna jump.
Bow to the king.
But what happens, you know, all fish, their gills are full of blood. Most fish don't shake their head like a tarpon does when they jump.
Yep. So is this a nice break from snapper fishing?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm already tired. I'm not in this kind of shape. See, I don't ever pull on these things. He's getting angry.
It's a good fish. It looks like it's what, 80 pound, 80 pound plus
easy,
fish?
yeah. Hey, he's gonna come up right out here. Here he comes. There he goes.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good fish.
That's a good fish.
Yeah, he's gonna go over 100, guaranteed. It's a wide, fat fish.
Well, Justin, we don't ever have good weather, but we still see
Yeah, that's right.
good fish.
Hey, anybody can catch fish in good weather.
Right.
I don't like to let it go past a half hour. I mean, if you didn't really pull on this fish though, he could go past an hour, no problem.
But it gets bad for the fish.
Yep. That's
And
why,
the
I mean,
angle.
I cup the spool and really pull on them. Most fish, you know, in the 100-pound range, you should be able to get them in about 15, I'd say 15 minutes would be a good guideline.
You back burning yet, Bubba?
Yes, everything is. I'm so out of shape. I can pull this boat around for 8 hours and it's fine. This is different muscles here.
That's right.
I'm used to pushing, not pulling.
Justin, you ever try holding the rod straight down and pulling straight back?
I usually just try to go straight down his back. If he's swimming to the right like this, I'm gonna pull back to the left. If he switches and goes back the other way, I'll switch. Try to keep pulling the line down his back.
Good fish.
See, now if he tries to come up and roll, I'm gonna try to keep him in the water, not let him roll. Oh, he's gonna roll. He's trying to roll right now. There you go. If he can't come up and get a breath, they'll usually roll over. There's your leader in the rod. That makes it a catch.
Caught fish. That's a beautiful fish. That is a good one, man.
All right.
Got it.
Oh, we got a little gulp there.
That's a good fish, bud.
And try to lift up on him. Yeah. Come here, boy.
That's a good
He's
fish.
gonna freak
pal.
out right here. Get ready.
Yep.
Just get ready if he goes down under the boat.
Good job.
There you go.
Good fish, bud. Woo! Welcome to Bay County Outdoors. One thing I know that's really important and close to your heart and mine too is fish care. And, you know, gotta stress to people, you know, these are beautiful fish. People have a tendency once they catch one to want to take too many pictures. You cannot put these fish in the boat in the state of Florida.
That's right.
It's legal to put these fish in the boat.
Can't pull them out of the water.
Yeah, pull them out of the water. You know, try to get everything done as fast as you can. Please take time to, you know, revive these fish, make sure they're healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, you did a great job with that today.
And I understand people get excited too,
Right.
especially if it's their first one, you know. They get excited. There's a lot of adrenaline rush, you know, which is why we do it. That's what makes it so fun. And so they sometimes I know they kind of lose their thought and they want to get that fish in the boat, take up those, you know, pictures, but it's a mindset that you really respect those fish. You know, that's what we're out here for. And if you can take care of them like that, you know, there's a reason we have these great populations that we have now. And while if you accidentally killed one or two here and there, it might not hurt the population, but if you got used to that practice, it's a slippery slope.
So Justin's trying to get a call now. Everyone's looking for the tarpon.
Everyone wants to book a tarpon trip.
But the other thing is, please do not lip gaff tarpon. There's a lot of places in Florida that lip gaffing was a common practice. Tarpon are suction feeders.
Yeah.
Once you break that seal in their mouth, they lose the ability to feed correctly. So, you know, wear a pair of gloves. Justin doesn't need to wear a pair of gloves.
If you can see my hands,
yeah,
hey,
but
these are thicker than what most gloves have.
So you wear a pair of gloves, grab them by the mouth, and you know, let them go for the next person.
That's right. That's right. And to be honest with you, I think the number one death sentence for a tarpon is fighting them too long. I would rather see somebody catch one in 15 minutes and lip gaff them than I had fight them for 2 hours.
Right.
If you fight that fish for a long period of time like that, it really stresses them, you know, and it's hard for them to recover. Just gonna open her mouth up, put a little water over her gills, release her nice and healthy.
Beautiful fish. What do you think that weighs?
It's probably right at 100.
Yeah.
I'd say 90 to 100 pounds. Really thick across her back. I bet she's almost a foot wide across her back. Like a big old snook. She's holding on to my thumb. All right, girl.
There she goes. Good job, man. Congrats.
Nice. Let's go get another one.
Right.
Not for me, though. I'm done. Visibility's not real good, so I couldn't see him till we got, you know, within probably 3 or 4 feet of the surface. But he was coming up with that bucket mouth open, ready to bite.
Welcome to this week's edition of Shop Talk, but instead of being in a shop, we're in Captain Justin's shop.
Boat talk.
We're taking a break from tarpon fishing. It was a little bit rough. We decided to come inside and have a little bit of a shore lunch. So, you know, I thought it was a good opportunity to talk tarpon. So let's talk tarpon. You ready?
All right.
So what is tarpon season here in the Panhandle?
What we would consider our season would be June, July, and the first half of August. We can catch them all through August, even maybe the 1st of September, but that's really when it starts to taper off. So June, July, first part of August would be our best season.
And the majority of the fish, I mean, mostly all the fish, are moving to the west.
That's right. Well, we do have a small local population. We call them backside fish, you know, or backdoor fish that will actually be swimming to the east. We usually see more of those early in the season. But usually by July, Yes, 99% of the fish we see will be swimming from east to west.
And we don't really get a fall run. For some
Nah.
reason, we get a shot at them going this way, but they
Yeah.
don't tend to go back.
Yeah, I think they continue to migrate down through the Texas coast, a lot of them,
Right.
to the southern Gulf.
Now, you can catch tarpon on fly. You can catch them live bait.
That's right.
You can catch them doing today, which what we prefer is an artificial or a fly.
Yeah, and I think, you know, it's good to be versatile. I try to be like that no matter what I'm doing.
Right.
Today I kind of planned on fly fishing. Well, we get out there, it's blowing a solid 15 or better and pretty rough. So, hey, we'll pull the spinning rod out, throw some soft plastics.
Yep, that worked out good.
And it works like that too.
And the fish responded to it.
Oh,
When they
yeah.
saw those baits, if you got it to
That's
them right.
right.
So let's talk about how you set up for tarpon. One of the things that's tough because these fish are moving is to try to give everyone a wide berth,
Yes.
you know?
I would say it helps you and the other anglers out here to not hardly be able to see anybody in front of you or behind you.
Right.
I have found that my most successful days tarpon fishing, I'm usually by myself. There tends to be areas where people want to really gang up, they can see the fish good there. You might see good numbers of fish, you usually don't catch them.
Right.
Find it, and it doesn't matter where you're at. You can be from one end of the county to the other, really Mexico Beach all the way down to Phillips Inlet. You have good numbers of tarpon moving down the beach, and really the only key that I think is consistent throughout the season, no matter what the weather, is finding an area where you can be by yourself.
Have it nice and calm.
That's right.
Tarpon don't like jet skis.
They don't
or
like traffic.
Parasailers.
Yep.
So we're not going to tell you exactly where we were today. We're actually not even going to tell you what part of Bay County we're in. But one of the tricks when you're setting up for tarpon fishing, like you said, is try to find water from 15 feet to the beach.
Yep.
And spend some time.
Yeah, usually right on the outside edge of the
Right,
sandbar.
and just take time to find where they're going. And,
That's right.
And each spot's different, depending
That's right.
on how the topography sets up.
That's right, and each spot changes throughout the day too. Usually as the tide comes in or out, the fish will move up shallow as 6 foot of water or as deep as 15 foot of water. So you want to try to find the line that those fish, or the depth that those fish want to swim, and then set up on that line to be able to intercept them.
Well, and the important thing you pointed out today was when they'll follow a line.
Yeah.
If you're in that line and they see that boat,
That's
they will
right. It's good to
deviate.
not be dead on the line.
Right.
That's the perfect head-on shot, but especially today when you have poor visibility and your shots are real close, then you want to get out of that line. And then that way when you take that close shot, the fish isn't swimming up to the boat.
Right.
He's just to the right of it. There he goes. He's going to it. There he goes.
Get him. Oh, man. He's
He
right.
turned away again.
Turned
See, we got
away.
to change the angle. He swam right up to it. Oh, he's still under it. Golly. He's right here.
I guess your go-to artificial lure for tarpon.
That's right. If you're going to throw something on a spinning rod, this soft plastic here is called a hoagie. This is just the white. This is my go-to lure, and this is just a regular Mustad 8.0 J hook, and you need a little super glue. And what I do, just make sure you thread it on nice and straight. And the head is fairly small on these, so the hook is just going to come out this split in the bottom, and that's just fine. Now what I do before I slide it up, just put you a dab of super glue on both sides, like that. And then you just slide that bait up over that super glue, let it sit for a second just like that, and you're ready to go. And this lure will ride just under the surface. And that's what's important about it, is you don't want it to sink. You don't want to put it on a jig head, because you want to be able to cast it out in front of those fish. You want to let the fish swim up to it, and then just slowly move it.
Almost dead sticking.
That's it,
so,
almost dead sticking. I like to just barely move it and let them run into it, and bam, that's when they bite it.
Cool. Now this also looks like it could be a good ling bait.
Oh yeah, we've caught cobias on them, ling. We've actually you can put it on a jig head for amberjacks. It has a lot of uses.
Cool.
But yeah, neat bait.
All right, Justin. So we learned how to rig the bait. Is there any special leader configuration that you use for
Definitely,
for these fish?
it is. It's very important. And the setup that we use is I use this 711 TFO mag heavy spinning rod. You can cast these soft plastics. They have no weight in them, so you need a long rod. You can cast them a long ways. And I fish 30 or 40 pound braided line. But then your leader setup is very important. What I do, I fish 6 feet, a good arm length of 40-pound fluorocarbon. And if the water is super clear, sometimes I'll just terminate it there. Fish a 40-pound fluorocarbon, tie that straight to my bait. But you'll chafe off a lot of fish. They have a rough mouth and they can chafe through that. So to help with that, most of the time I fish the setup I have here, which is about another foot of 60-pound fluorocarbon on the end of it. I just use a blood knot here to connect this 60-pound to this 40-pound fluorocarbon. And then I end at the lure in a loop knot. That's a perfection loop, and it really allows these baits to move. We're not working them real hard, working them very slow, but it allows it a little freedom to move around.
So what's a indication, or what when you're watching a fish, how do you know if your leader's too heavy? When do you know this go down?
If you see a lot of fish swimming up to it, looking at it, and turning off of it, yep.
And they're finicky. Sometimes you may have to risk losing more fish just to get the bite.
That's right. I'd rather go down and get the bite
than
I had not get the bite. You know, getting the bite's the important part, and then you can work from there. If you get a couple to bite and then they chafe you off, you can always bump it up a little bit. But I like to start light and move up from there.
Yep, cool.
But if I can see the fish and make the presentation and then watch that thing come out and eat, I mean, to me, that's half the fun.
Coolest part is that first
first series of
25
jumps,
seconds here,
man.
you know?
Yeah.
Oh, we got him! There you go. Down, down, down. I got him. There we go. All right. Oh, he's off. He came off real fast, real fast. He's off, he's off.
Woo! Hey, bud, that worked out. Justin gave me some new eyes.
That's all I needed.
That's all I needed was some amber lenses, man. I'm starting to spot fish Justin wasn't seeing now.
I'm trying to re-rig. That's not fair. That's cheating. Oh, God, he ran from it. I see that bull right there?
Yeah. Was that a second fish? Or
it was just a single fish. He was big, and I tell you what, I mean, he was right here, so I dropped it right in front of him, and as soon as I started to move this thing, I mean, he blasted out of here. He's on it. Suck it, boy.
Yep.
Oh my gosh! You got to be kidding me.
Same thing?
I pulled his head out of the water there, and he came off. I mean, he ate the fire out of it, though.
I think the last show we called Justin, we talked about the whole Lucky Charms thing.
Yeah, thanks.
Lucky Charm.
Well,
What's this whole deal with Lucky Charms?
I guess behind my back for a long time, they've called me Clover. They say I have a lucky clover, but I don't know if that holds true. But I will say I do eat Lucky Charms for breakfast pretty much every morning. I grew up eating Lucky Charms. My dad ate we're just a Lucky Charm kind of family.
Yeah, I hear you.
And sometimes on a cloudy, windy day, you need that.
I saw a lot of boats running around not looking for anything. We caught some fish, so I mean, maybe.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
You heard it, Bay County, the secret's Lucky Charms. Maybe.
I know, a new endorsement right there.
But now that may run out, and you may have to go to something else. But anyway, that's good. I think that if farmers can rent Justin and I if we get together, it always produces bad weather. So
that's right.
If you're having a drought or bad dry spell, call us. We'll come to your community and it'll rain, storm.